Hey y'all, Matthew Means here, North Carolina and South Carolina realtor broker with Savvy & Company Real Estate. Today we're going to be talking about when is the right time to make a property a long-term rental or maybe even an Airbnb. So I get the question all the time, should I long-term lease my property or should I Airbnb it? Everybody's talking about Airbnb nowadays, right? It seems so easy, you make all this money, but not everything can always be the right choice with an Airbnb. So for instance, I tell many of my clients that a long-term lease may be the better situation because it truly should be less hassle. It's more so on cruise control at that point and you're just getting a check monthly, right? Airbnb is much more complex, right? You have various showings throughout the week. You have cleanings. What if something breaks? You have to replace things. So there's a different level of risk there. I will say this though, if you are making long-term lease money and that's all you're going to be able to essentially make the same money with an Airbnb, do a long-term lease. Airbnb is good if you have a property in the right area that can make substantially more money than what you would make on just a regular long-term lease per month. And so that is the really dividing line there. If you have a special property that can absolutely kill it on Airbnb, do Airbnb. It's well worth it. But I do find that not every property is created equally. And so that's really what you need to decide in your own mind if that property has that kind of open ceiling that many Airbnb properties have. First things first, how do you plan the strategy around long-term leasing or doing an Airbnb? One thing is having a real estate professional who knows both very, very well. Not everybody does, but knows the rental capability long-term, but also can pull the numbers on what an Airbnb will do in that area. I personally have contacts into the Airbnb world through analytics, through algorithms and Airbnb property management firms that can run those numbers and truly give us an accurate level of what this home could basically rent for on a per night basis. That will make our numbers clear and we can kind of compare that with what a long-term lease will be too. One thing to keep in mind, whether it's long-term or even a short-term rental, it's not a loser either way. Both will do very well and will make you money. The main thing is that you have an investment that is not only going up short-term, but it's riding that long-term wave of Charlotte. That's the thing that is most important. You're buying in Charlotte, truly a city on the rise that is going to be a force over the next decade plus. If you're interested in investing in rental properties in Charlotte, please reach out to me. We'd love to help you navigate this complex market.